Welcome to the 2019 American Quarter Horse Association Racing Champions Ceremony, live from Heritage Place in Oklahoma City.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2019 AQHA Racing Champions Celebration. I am Dale Day. Joining me tonight, co-host Janet Van Bever, the AQHA Chief Racing Officer.
And on behalf of AQHA, we'd like to express our appreciation to all of you for being here, and we hope you enjoy our ceremony.
And again, welcome all of you. All of you are winners. We're all winners. That's why we're here, right? Tonight, though, we celebrate the best of all winners. We have some special guests in attendance this evening as well, including AQHA President Stan Weaver of Big Sandy, Montana. You can go ahead and stand and receive a round of applause as well. Also, AQHA First Vice President Butch Wise of El Reno, Oklahoma, and wife Nancy. Nancy wasn't expecting that. And AQHA Executive Vice President Craig Huffines. Also this evening, we have Oklahoma Racing Commissioner Wendy Keener and Oklahoma City Convention and Visitors Bureau President Mike Carrier. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Before we start our awards presentation, let's take a moment to pay tribute to many of the people and great horses that left us in 2019, including many individuals and horses who made a significant impact on the racing American quarter horse industry. At this time, please direct your attention to the big screens. And since the beginning of 2020, we recently lost Danny Bohr of Dutch Masters and George Robert Carter Sr., father of all-time AQHA leading jockey G.R. Carter. This time, please join us in a moment of silence for not only the people and horses highlighted in the presentation tonight, but also all of the family, friends, and great horses we lost in this past year. Thank you. Now on to the business at hand. To explain how the winners of tonight's ceremony were selected. The champions' ballots for each equine category are determined by a collection of criteria. Some automatically make the ballot based on earnings or wins. Additionally, others may be nominated and voted onto the ballot by the AQHA Racing Committee. Some horses that may have been eligible were removed from the list of contenders in accordance to AQHA's awards and media policy. That media policy is applicable for offenses adjudicated during the calendar year 2019. The association always endeavors to support the integrity of our sport. Members of the Champion Selection Subcommittee then meet to review the finalists and cast their ballots to determine each champion. Ballots for breeder, owner, trainer, and jockey of the year all consist of the individuals with the best overall placing according to money earned, races won, and performances in graded stakes. Winners are likewise chosen by the Champion Selection Subcommittee. The same process has been utilized in determining the contenders for many, many years. Subcommittee members are elected by the AQHA Racing Council and Racing Committee. To ensure fairness, AQHA rules mandate geographic diversity among the subcommittee members. Individual voting results will be made public at the conclusion of tonight's ceremony. In each category this evening, we will present the ballot and announce the winner. A complete list of stats for each contender is available at aqha.com/racing. If you are accepting an award on stage, we'll ask you to come up to the stage as quickly as possible once we announce the winner. Your photo will be taken behind the champion's trophy on stage, and then you'll be speaking with Janet. A reminder to all champions, you will receive a customized belt buckle that will be shipped directly to you after the ceremony tonight. At this time, we invite AQHA First Vice President Butch Wise to the stage for the awards presentations. And we also would like to give a special thanks to RaceView Network tonight for assisting us in gathering all the videos you'll see this evening. Butch is ready, so now let's meet our champions. First, in the 2-year-old colt division, in alphabetical order, your contenders for the 2-year-old colt champion are A Painted Dynasty, bred in Oklahoma by the Mixer Ranch; Battle Weary, bred in California by Steve Burns, owner Newman Cattle Company; Cholitos, bred in Oklahoma by Omar Paredes; DF Mischievous Jess, bred in Oklahoma by Darling Farms, owners DF Mischievous Jess Partners; Expedite, never out of the money in 2019, bred in Texas by Bobby Cox; Gonna Be Famous, bred in Utah by Macaulay Land and Livestock, owned by Lone Star Land and Cattle; Mental Error, bred in California by Steve Burns, owned by Bobby Simmons; PA Cha-Ching, bred in Texas by owner Pat Allen; Pitbull, bred in California by Steve Burns, owner Oscar Nunez; Uncle D, bred in Utah by Macaulay Land and Livestock, owner Kavanaugh Quarter Horses. And the 2019 champion 2-year-old colt is Uncle D.
All in line for the 10. They're running in the Rainbow Futurity. Off a little awkward was Hot Simping, but came away fast. In the middle of track, Love Is Everything V. At the rail, Uncle D. Then we have Rocket Sace and the DF Mischievous Jess. And Uncle D is spurted clear, and Uncle D trying to run away. Uncle D gonna win easy.
Uncle D by Corona Cartel from the First Down Dash Mare Little Surfer, bred by Macaulay Land and Livestock, owner Kavanaugh Quarter Horses, trainer Clint Crawford, jockeys Cody Smith and Ricky Ramirez. Uncle D was perfect in the money this year with 4 wins and 2 seconds from 6 attempts, earning more than $682,000, winning the Grade 1 Rainbow Futurity and the All-American Juvenile.
Fran, relative to a lot of the guests in our crowd today, you all are relatively new to the business. What's it like having a champion like this for his 2-year-old year?
Well, for us, it's unbelievable. We sat here last year thinking, I wonder what it would feel like to be able to have a horse to this caliber. And through Clint and Renee's and Butch's input, we were able and lucky enough and blessed enough to be able to have Uncle D. We can't say enough about him. He's a very special horse, good mind, wants to run, and we're just blessed to have him.
Congratulations on this honor.
Thank you.
Uncle D, our champion 2-year-old colt.
Dale, sorry, we have another comment.
I want to make a comment. It's Brad Joyce. He's my friend, and if it hadn't been for Brad, I'd never gotten this business. In 2017, I told him I was wanting to buy some horses to bring back to Arkansas, and I'd never heard of the Heritage Place. So the day of the sale, he come to me and said, there's a horse sale in Oklahoma, do you want to go? So we loaded up and came. So we all want to thank Brad, because if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't ever, I had never heard of the Heritage Place. But it's quite an honor to get there. Thank you.
We need more people like Brad.
He'll make sure, going back to Arkansas, everybody hears of Heritage Place now for sure. Now on to the champion 2-year-old filly. The nominees for 2-year-old filly are Cartel Jess Rockin', earner of more than $840,000 this year, bred in California by Reed Land and Cattle and Levings Racing, owned by Ronald Hartley. Denelli, perfect in the money record in 5 starts, bred in New Mexico by owner MJ Farms. Dreams Divine, also perfect in the money over 5 attempts in 2019, bred in Oklahoma by J. Garvin Kelly, owner Reliance Ranches. Fernway, undefeated in 2 attempts, bred in Oklahoma by Bobby Cox, owned by Rusty Allred. Honky Tonk Daddy, bred in New Mexico by MJ Farms, owned by U.S. Alliance Logistics. Hot Sempting, bred in Texas by Fulton Quinsabe Ranches, owners Miguel and Mauricio Gallegos. Kiss Through Fire, bred in Kentucky by owner Gentry Farms. Le Mississippi, bred in Oklahoma by Monty McNair, owners Mark and Annette McCloy. TF She's Just Dashin', bred in Louisiana by Tate Farms, owned by Down South Racing. Uptown Babe, the Heritage Place Futurity winner, bred in Oklahoma by owner Sam Green, trained by Pedro Hernandez Polito. And your champion 2-year-old filly is Cartel Jess Rockin'.
All in the gate. And away they go in the Los Alamitos 2 million futurity, and Cartel Just Rockin' came out running strongly, and Cattail Cove is also right there. Now Nomadic's trying to rally on from down along the inside. It's Floki, but Cattail Cove's going to try to pull off an upset Nomadic. Here's Cartel Just Rockin' running cute. Cartel Just Rockin', Ron Hartley, one Pablo Leon. Take the Los Alamitos 2 million futurity.
Cartel Just Rockin' by Favorite Cartel from the feature Mr. Jess, broodmare feature Jess Rockin'. Breeder Reed Land and Cattle and Levings Racing, owner Ronald Hartley, trainer John Cooper, jockeys Juan Pablo Leon and Eddie Garcia. 9 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, earnings of more than $840,000, and the top win was that Grade 1 Los Alamitos 2 million futurity.
Steve, thank you for representing our California connections for this award. Did they send some sentiments with you?
You know, Ron was a little under the weather and couldn't come, but he wanted me to he sent me a text. He wanted me to thank his good longtime friend and trainer, John Cooper. He wanted to thank John Firth for Firth Ranch for breaking and training him, raising him. The one I was most excited about, he wanted to thank Burns Ranch for foaling him out, her out. And then he wanted to thank the groom, Tebow, for taking such good care. And then he was thrilled that Ed Berger was able to make his last call, the win in the 2 million. So,
what a fabulous sentiment for some key people in our industry. I don't know if it's John or Carol's, but one of them has a birthday today. And what a way to celebrate a birthday with a champion when you're in your 80s. So congratulations to all of our connections.
Now on to champion 2-year-old gelding. This year's contenders are Cattail Cove, bred in California by Steve Burns, owner Link Newcomb. Colby James, perfect in the money record through 6 starts with 4 victories, bred in New Mexico by MJ Farms. Determined One, bred in New Mexico by R.D. Hubbard, owned by R.D. and Sean Hubbard. Ed O, named after the national championship coach at LSU, never out of the money in 8 starts this year, bred in Louisiana by Anthony Gaspard and E.A. Landry. Mardi Gras Paint, bred in Louisiana by Eddie Kramer and Tom and Bill Maher, owner Jose Ramos. Mr. Riptide, a 4-time winner and earner of more than $640,000, bred in New Mexico by MJ Farms. Mr. Jess Jenkins, millionaire and All-American Futurity winner, bred in Oklahoma by V.H. Harmon Jr. and Robert Mowdy III, Rito Sosa, Jose Guzman owners. Runaway Second Down, bred in Louisiana by Grant Farms, owned by Euladio Argante and Victor Alvarado, Robbie Mesh trainer. Run for Your Life, earned more than $500,000 last year, bred in California by Steve Burns, owner Rosenthal Ranch, trainer Christopher Odell. Sir Runaway Cash, bred in Louisiana by Tracy Smithwick, Meal Ticket Racing owns, David Bustamante trains, And Trump My Record, a winner of 8 races from 10 starts, bred in Texas by Fulton Quien Ranches, owner Cruz Navarre. Your champion 2-year-old gelding is Trump My Record.
They're getting set. Texas Classic Futurity, and they're off. And toward the outside, Trump My Record out beautifully. Cholitos drifting in. Trump My Record leads the way to Cholitos. Battle Weary on the inside. To the far outside, Doc Hockaday. Final 16th. Trump My Record. Cholitos is next. Trump My Record wins a 3rd Futurity. He takes the Texas Classic Futurity.
Trump My Record by Apolitical Blood from Brecken Records by PYC Paint Your Wagon. Breeder Fulton Quien Ranches. Owner Cruz Navarre. Trainers Jose Sanchez III and Arturo Davila III. Jockey Eddie Sanchez. Record 10 starts, 8 wins, 1 second. Earnings just shy of $800,000. Top stakes victories, the Grade 3 Harris Futurity, the Grade 2 Sam Houston Futurity, and that Grade 1 Texas Classic Futurity. Trump My Record champion, 2-year-old gelding.
Congratulations, gentlemen. What a warrior this horse has been for you. He had 10 outs, which is a magnificent amount of outs considering how often he prevailed. He won the first Futurity of the year at Louisiana Downs and won the last Futurity that was at Lone Star Park. What can you tell us about this horse?
He said he's just very happy for having a champion 2-year-old. I mean, he's only been in the business for 3 years, and he's been very lucky, so he's just very excited.
Congratulations. We appreciate you being here.
Trophy 2-year-old gelding, Trump My Record. Now we move on and move around the turn, listing this year's contenders for AQHA Distance Champion. Again, all the ballots are in alphabetical order. D.E. Wagon Strawfly, a 12-time starter, bred in New Mexico by Double Eagle Ranch. Let There Be Sound, undefeated in 3 starts, bred in Iowa by Black Oak Farm. Lewis and Corinne Howard are the owners. Madewell, bred in Oklahoma by owners Ray and Davey Madewell, trainer Tammy Johnson. Ms. Esther, a perfect 7 for 7 in the money, bred in Oklahoma by Dwayne and Janice Feifel, owned and trained by Jordan Bowman. Stoley's Pro, undefeated in 3 attempts, bred in Texas by owner Jerry Wyndham. The Louisiana Dream, bred in Louisiana by J.E. Jumonville Jr., owner R. or D. Van Amberg with Hugo Barrett. Why Buy the Cow, bred in New Mexico by Mike Weatherly, Carol Durbin, the owner. Your 2019 AQHA champion distance runner is Let There Be Sound.
Miss Esther's got 5 to gain. Let There Be Sound made an energy-consuming move. Can he hold up? He's in front by a length. Bout Tree Fetty is putting in a punishing run as well. Madewell is super strong along the inside and gaining ground. It's Let There Be Sound. Miss Esther late on the scene. Let There Be Sound just holds in the clutch to win it by almost a length.
Let There Be Sound by One Famous Eagle out of Sakakiwa by Rossini, thoroughbred broodmare and broodmare sire, bred by Black Oak Farm, owners Lewis and Corinne Howard, John Steinbaugh, trainer. The jockeys Gilbert Ortiz and Stormy Smith. 3 for 3, perfect on the air, earnings more than $104,000, wins in the Grade 1 Cox Ranch Distance Challenge Championship, the Grade 3 Cox Ranch Downs at Albuquerque Distance Challenge as well, and I always like those distance runners that know how to save ground. Janet.
John, you did a stellar job of managing this horse this year, 3 for 3. But the part of the story that I think is most noteworthy is that he won those races from an outside post position. Tell us how special this horse is.
He's really, really a good horse, and he developed into a good horse. He had a lackluster 2-year-old year, never hit the board as a 3-year-old, and he started running as a 4-year-old a little bit. And so the real champion is his owner. Anybody can endure that. They're the best.
And speaking of his owner, prayers for him. He was en route here today and had a medical condition, and we lift him up and wish that he could have made it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Champion distance runner, Let There Be Sound. Now to South America. Previously, the South American champion earned the title by winning the Bank of America South America Championship Challenge. New this year, the South American champion was voted on, with contenders being Brazilian-bred horses registered with AQHA. The nominees are Baby Fantastic BR, a perfect 8 for 8 in the money this year. Granite Toll Lake BR, also 8 for 8 in the money. Libby's Chicks, bred in Brazil by owner Harasal Matias. Mastica Fly HWS, finished in the money in all 6 attempts, bred in Brazil by owner Antonio Simon. Miracle for Me PK, bred in Brazil by owner Plinio de Resende Kiel. Ms. Jessie BR, bred in Brazil by owner Erico Braga. She's Gold BR, also bred in Brazil by Erico Braga, trainer El Lavir. Trigger Jess MRL, bred in Brazil by owner Anapuros Comercio E Part Ltda. And then the final 3, Yankee Verde, in the money in all 5 starts. Yo-Yo Verde BR and Zion Verde, all 3 of those bred by owner Marlo Zaborowski. And congratulations this year to co-champions of the South American Award, Baby Fantastic BR and Yo-Yo Verde BR.
São Paulo. E é agora. Abriu. Foi dada a partida para o Grande Prêmio São Paulo. Primeiro trevo de coroa. Largaram bem. Baby Fantástico. Vai perto, garimbando Corona. Vem Crazy to Fly. Brasília Toll. Tyrion Kisser. X-Gold. Que disputa maravilhosa com o Grande. Lá por dentro levou. É Baby. Baby Fantastic.
Doesn't get any better than that. Baby Fantastic BR, sire Fantastic Corona Jr., damn hustled by feature Mr. Jess, breeder and owner Erica Braga, trainer El Lavir, jockeys A.R. Lima and E.B. Melo. Record 8 starts, 5 wins, 2 seconds, and 1/3. Earnings more than $122,000 U.S. Stakes wins the Brazilian Futurity and the IEEE Coroa. Accepting on behalf of owner Erica Braga, B. and Aaron Silva.
No.
Oh, no?
B. Silva. B. Silva and
B.
Aaron.
And Aaron Knox.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen to what she says.
Yeah.
I would have got it straight.
It's my fault. Go ahead, Janet. Fix this for me, please.
Yeah. So this is my friend Erin Knox, and she was kind enough to be the speaker for the representatives here, not having made it from Brazil. What an outstanding horse this has been. Was competitive against older horses in races and had a stand-up year. So I'm happy that they sent a message, and Erin, thank you for doing the honors of reading it.
Yes, Erico said we're very proud to have raised Baby Fantastic. He led all the Brazilian statistics and was an all-time money earner for that year. And he was also did the 330-yard record holder. That motivated them to continue to try to breed better and keep on going.
Well, congratulations, and we're very happy to bestow this honor down in Brazil. Thank you.
Thank you.
Baby Fantastic BR, one of the co-winners, the other being Yo-Yo Verde BR. Sired by No Secrets Here. Dam is Only Vista by Nordic Only VM BRZ. Breeder owner Marlo Zaborowski. Here's Yo-Yo Verde BR.
Abriu. Foi dada a partida para o Grande Prêmio, campeão dos campeões. É a finalíssima. Vem Panther Sainedio com Yo-Yo Verde. Aperta Brasília Toll com Baby Fantastic. Bueno Lake vai forçando aqui por fora. A chegada maravilhosa. Panther Sainedio com Yo-Yo Verde. Vão se destacando. Atenção. Disputadíssimo. Aparentemente número 3. Aparentemente. Yo-Yo Verde cruza em primeiro lugar.
Yo-Yo Verde BR, bred and owned by Mauro Zabrowski, trainers Adilson Jose dos Santos Macedo and Samuel Sampaio, jockeys D. Macedo and R. Pereira. Record 8 starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds, 37,000 plus US dollars earned. Stakes win GP Campeão dos Campeões.
I have to tell you all, I've had the pleasure in this capacity to attend the races at Sorocaba, and what a fun day at the races it is. If ever you're given the opportunity, you should go. That being said, Mauro, congratulations on this homebred winning the Brazilian Champion of Champions, an outstanding race and very deserving of this honor. What can you tell us about him?
I'm very happy about him. He's a great horse. He won the last 2 races in Brazil, the 2 tough races, the Champion of Champions trials, with the best time of all the horses that race, the best horses in South America, and he won the final also. And he's the 5th generation that we breed in the ranch. So I want to thank my son. He is the manager of our barn, and Bochecha, the trainer, and Djalma, the jockey, and everybody, and especially also you and Butch and AQHA, because now the races in Brazil is 100% official and 100% tested, and all the finals of the stakes, we do the test here in the United States, in Davis, California, in the University of Davis, California. So we are very happy because we have a fair races there in Brazil for these last 2 years.
And we are very happy as well. Thank you for your commitment to the American Quarter Horse.
Brazilian co-champions Baby Fantastic and Yo-Yo Verde. Now, racing American Quarter Horses from Mexico are making a bigger impact on the sport each and every year. This award is limited to those who were bred and raised primarily in Mexico. The nominees: A.S. Macho, bred in Mexico by Arturo Siller Bahrain. Big Papi, bred in Mexico by Cuadra La Presita. C. Corona de Denistia, started 11 times in 2019, bred in Mexico by Carlos Espinoza. La Rapid Dove, bred in Mexico by Ramiro Gonzalez Ozuna. La Rapid King Judea, a winner of 6 races, bred in Mexico by owner Ramiro Ozuna. La Fishing on a Bug's Moon, a 10-time starter in 2019, bred in Mexico by owner Ramiro Ozuna. Miss Oki Oki Q Brew, who started 12 times in 2019, bred in Mexico by Hector Pacheco. Pouring to Dash, who was never out of the money in 7 starts, bred in Mexico by Alejandro Arenas Badillo. Say Teller Hoya, bred in Mexico by Luis Miguel Alborez Gleason. And Why She Left, bred in Mexico by Rancho HDA Santiago. Our 2019 AQHA Mexican champion is La Fishing on a Bug's Moon.
Arranca el clásico Salvador Oñate. La Fishing on a Bug's Moon empieza a dominar. Pegado al riel está avanzando Power Hard. Sin embargo, amplía la ventaja. La Fishing on a Bug's Moon, respondiendo como gran favorita, se lleva el clásico Salvador Oñate.
La Fishing on a Bug's Moon, sire No Fishing on a Full Moon, the dam a Special Ladybug by my Mr. Special Bug. Breeder and owner Ramiro Gonzalez Ozuna. Trainer Ruben Romo Garcia. Jockeys Alejandro Gomez and Yair Baez. Record 10 starts, 6 wins, 2 seconds, earnings of more than $69,000 US. Accepting on behalf was supposed to be someone else, but it's not going to happen. So you just have to applaud La Fishing on a Bug's Moon. Stakes wins the Javier Rosique Provincia Classic, among many, many others. Congratulations, La Fishing on a Bug's Moon. We continue now to moving north, our trek across the border to the land of the Maple Leaf. Tim Hortons, hockey, NBA champion Toronto Raptors. I had to drop that in since there has been a Stanley Cup champion in Canada for a while. Also, rock band Rush, R.I.P. Neil Peart, and now Canada also home to runaway members of the royal family. In addition, of course, to fast horses. Let's review the contenders for AQHA Canadian Champion. Much like the division in Mexico, these nominees are the top Canadian-bred horses who raced primarily in Canada. A Lone Hand, bred in Ontario by owner James Bogar. Easy Street, undefeated in 4 starts, bred in Ontario by Guylaine Paquin. Express Your Desire, bred in Ontario by Carol Robertson. Feisty Icon, bred in Ontario by Peak of Cattle Company. 5 Bar Fandango, bred in Ontario by owners Carol and Jamie Robertson. Ghost Pines, bred in Ontario by Gary McNichol. Had to Be Ivory, bred in Ontario by owners Carol and Jamie Robertson, Bryn Robertson trainer. Quick Bulls Jangle, a workhorse starting 15 times in 2019, bred in Ontario by Gary McNichol, owned by Melina Kvishin. Shake It Twice, bred in Ontario by owner and trainer Chantel Bourgeois. And Sugarman's Delight, bred in Ontario by owner Christine Tavares. Your 2019 AQHA Canadian Champion Racehorse is repeat champion, Had to Be Ivory.
They're at the post. They're off in the Peacock Maturity. Out quickest is Bring On the Wave. Right alongside is Country Boy 1-2-3. Had to Be Ivory on the outside. It's Bring On the Wave, the one to catch. Had to Be Ivory is gaining. Had to Be Ivory. Had to Be Ivory wins it.
Had to Be Ivory, sired by Ivory James. Broodmare Had to Be Fandango by Had to Be Nuts. Breeders and owners Carol and Jamie Robertson. Trained by Bryn Robertson. Jockey Tony Phillips. 5 starts on the year, 3 wins and 1 second. Stakes wins the Ontario bred Maturity and the Peacove Maturity.
Well, gentlemen, it's hard enough to be named champion for your country, but now to have the honor, a repeat honor. Tell me what that means to you.
Well, it means a lot to me and my family, because all my family, we're like a team. And my groom, Zach, and all the people that help us. My son, Jamie, my daughter-in-law, Jamie, and my wife, Carol. But he's been a great horse.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Canadian champion. Had to Be Ivory, repeat champion. Now we move on to a Dam of Distinction honor. Before we move on to our next division, let's recognize this sport's newest Dam of Distinction. The title, Dam of Distinction, bestowed on an American quarter horse mare that has made extraordinary contributions to the breed. A total of 55 American quarter horse mares have received this award as of December 31st, 2019. Dam of Distinction honors go to Hot Cash 123. Hot Cash 123 by Taking On the Cash. From Too Hot to Hug by 6 foals. Hot Cash 123 has produced foals with 11 starters that have earned so far $2,651,000 plus. Breeder T-Bill Stables Incorporated, owner Carolyn Bay. Champions for Hot Cash 123 include world champion Cold Cash 123 in 2012, also Flying Cowboy 123 in 2018. They were also Grade 1 stakes winners for Hot Cash 123. Congratulations to Hot Cash 123, our newest Dam of Distinction, and owner Carolyn Bay.
Mrs. Bay, I'm so delighted you could be here this evening. The excitement on her voice, we do announce our special recognition awards ahead of time to once we have the information to try to give them the opportunity to be here. And the excitement in her voice told me that she really honored her mare and what her mare has done for her family. Tell us about that.
Well, imagine a Michigan mare is what I thought, and I thought of all the people that helped make it possible, and that had to be Marty Powers, who's helped me a lot, and Sleepy, and Joni, and before that, Jack Brooks. They were actually didn't mind having a Michigan woman being an owner, you know. And Hot Cash was one whale of a mare, and I'm just proud that Dr. Conley, I give credit to a man that's passed away, he bred these horses, and some of the people in Michigan told me he took 40 years doing it, and came up with this, and then I got the mares. So it was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Now on to our 3-year-old colt division. We begin with the contenders, starting with American Hustle, bred in Texas by Tyler Graham and Namby's Quarter Horses. CDS Wine and Dine, a 5-time winner, bred in New Mexico by Rafter W Stables. Flying Cowboy 123, bred in Michigan by Carolyn Bay, owner Paragon Farms. Follow My Wagon, bred in Louisiana by Karen Falgost, owner Julio Rodriguez. Red Hawk Cartel, bred in California by owner Martha Wells. And Santander, bred in Oklahoma by owner Jorge Haddad. And our 2019 champion 3-year-old colt is Flying Cowboy 123.
They're off in the Texas Classic Derby, and hopping at the start was First True Heart. Flying Cowboy 123 out like a champ. Flying Cowboy 123, the early leader. FM Cartel Rock is right there. MM4 in the morning on the inside. Then Midday News toward the outside. American Hustle and Weeby. Flying Cowboy 123 won the Texas Classic Futurity, and now Derby.
Flying Cowboy 123 by Apolitical Jess from the Dam of Distinction Hot Cash 123, who is by Taking on the Cash. Breeder Carolyn Bay, owner Paragon Farms, trainers James Gonzalez and Trey Wood, jockeys Ricky Ramirez and Tanner Thedford. Your champion 3-year-old colt, Flying Cowboy 123, 7 starts on the year, 4 wins, a second and a third, $401,000 plus in earnings, stakes wins, that Grade 1 Texas Classic Derby. Flying Cowboy 123, champion 3-year-old colt.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Just to let Carol know, she's not the only Michigan connection. I was born and raised about 35 miles away from Carolyn, and also knew Doc Conley, who was from my hometown. So we're both from Michigan. And the connection, of course, is Cowboy 123, who not only won the Futurity, but the Derby, Texas Classic Futurity and Derby. And we hope that he does as well in a stud barn as he did on the track.
How does this year's championship differ from your first go-round at this experience?
Exciting. Just as exciting, even more so that he could come back and do that. The first time was kind of shocking, and the first, I've only been doing this for like 5 years now, so it was more overwhelming. But this one's kind of sunk in a little bit more and appreciated a little bit more.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Theme going here, I can't let it pass. My sire was a Michigan bred, by the way. Seriously. He'll be 94 in March. Our champion 3-year-old filly, contenders. Cat Daddy's Little Girl. Perfect in the money through 7 starts. Bred in New Mexico by owners Jimmy Negrete and Jimmy Vasquez. Flash and Roll. Bred in California by Juliana Hahn Holt. Owner Scott Bryant. Just Proved You Wrong, bred in Oklahoma by Rex and Sue Cox, owners Rita Sosa and Jose Guzman. Linder 16, bred in Oklahoma by James and Marilyn Helzer, Tom Maher and Dick Tobin, the owners, Jason Olmstead, trainer. Mystic Blues, bred in California by Lucky 7 Ranches, owners LOS LLC and Abelardo Gallegos. Rusty's Miracle, bred in Texas by Bob and Jerry Gaston, owner J and S&M Incorporated, Fed Danley, the trainer, and Tequila Sangria, bred in California by Steve Burns, trainer Michael Castleman. Your champion 3-year-old filly is Flash and Roll.
And away they go in the Los Alamitos Super Derby, and coming away well is Apolitical Penson, powerful favorite. Now Flash and Roll begins to run on as well. Bail check to the extreme outside, and here's the big matchup. Powerful favorite and Flash and Roll. They're going nose to nose, and Apolitical Penson is also right there. Flash and Roll, powerful favorite, Flash and Roll, Flash and Roll. Cody Jensen, last year's champion trios, never lost here at Los Alamitos.
Flash and Roll by First Moon Flash. From the feature Mr. Jessmare, Stylish Jess BR, breeder Juliana Hahn Holt, Scott Bryant, the owner, trainers Justin Joyner and Mike Joyner, jockeys Cody Jensen, James Flores, and Raul Ramirez. A record of 7 starts and 4 victories, earnings just shy of $500,000. Stakes wins the Grade 1 Los Alamitos Super Derby. Flash and Roll, champion 3-year-old filly.
Congratulations on this honor. What a filly this has been. You know, I know myself as a trainer, it's hard enough to keep the hard-knocking geldings and the stud colts going, but fillies can sometimes be a little bit more delicate. So tell me what it's like having this kind of repeat champion honor.
It's amazing. I've never would have expected. She's been such an amazing, just all-around great horse to watch. Exciting. We're going to miss her, you know. It's been a great 2 years. Last year I never would have dreamed I'd be up here, and here we are again. So what can you say? Maybe years, if ever. So very exciting.
For those of you who don't know, don't think anything sad about we're going to miss her. She has been purchased and returns home to her breeder, Juliana Hahn Holt.
Yeah, and we're very glad. It kind of makes the story even better for her to get to go back home. So
I agree. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now our champion 3-year-old gelding nominees. Apocalyptical Jess, perfect in the money in 7 races, bred in Oklahoma by Danny Joe Miller. A Political Pence, bred in Oklahoma by Dunn Ranch and Womack Cavender Farms, owner Dunn Ranch. Danger, perfect in the money in 6 attempts, bred in Oklahoma by Dean Fry. Eagle Coast, bred in Missouri by Jim Streelman or Bill Dale, Ernesto Palacio, the owner. Powerful Favorite, perfect in the money in 8 attempts, winning 7 times, bred in California by James Markham and Steve Burns. Ryan's Man on the Moon, bred in New Mexico by owners Jimmy Negrete and Jimmy Vasquez, Cynthia Guadalupe Gonzalez, trainer. Valiant Tiberius, bred in Oklahoma by Reliance Ranches. And our champion, 3-year-old gelding for 2019 is Apocalyptical Jess.
They're running in the Ruidoso Derby. Good break from all. Apocalyptical Jess with early speed along with Danger in between horses. Flying Cowboy 1, 2, 3 toward the outside. CD's Wine and Dine is running a big one. And then Extreme outside midday. There's Apocalyptical Jess. Danger pushes him every inch. Apocalyptical Jess holds on in the Ruidoso Derby.
Apocalyptical Jess, sired by Apolitical Jess from Cassandra Crest by Holland Ease, breeder Danny Joe Miller. Owned by Bill Robbins, trainers Trey Wood and Mike Robbins. The jockeys Tanner Thedford and Ricky Ramirez. 7 starts on the year, 5 victories, 1 second and 1 third, $648,000 plus in total earnings. Stakes wins that Grade 1 Ruidoso Derby, also winning the restricted Grade 3 Remington Park Derby for Oklahoma breds. Apocalyptical Jess, champion, 3-year-old gelding.
Congratulations. Thank you, Janet. Seems to be a prevailing theme. This is the second time you've got to grace this stage in consecutive years. What does it mean to you this year?
Well, it means just as much as the first time, and it's just been a great year with this horse. It's been a great story. We're so proud of him and everything that he's accomplished, and I think it's the first time in AQH history, I might be wrong, but I think it's the first time that all 2-year-old champions, all 3 of them, came back and won as 3-year-olds. So he's had some great competition out there, and being a champion once again just makes it really special.
And I have to say a tribute to how you managed him, so congratulations.
So thank you for that. Thank you.
Apocalyptical Jess, champion 3-year-old gelding. We move on now to some other distinctive awards. Supreme Racehorse. A runner that earns the title of AQHA Supreme Racehorse is rare. Prior to 2019, 114 horses have earned the distinction dating back to 1974, over 45 years. Tonight we will recognize 2 more. An AQHA Supreme Racehorse has earned $500,000 or more. They have won 2 Open Company Grade 1 stakes, and they have at least 10 wins overall. Supreme Racehorses receive a specially designed bronze, and the accomplishment appears on the horse's records. Each bronze is sent to the horse's owner shortly after the horse achieves the honor of Supreme Racehorse. First, let's recognize He Looks Hot, a 2012 foal by Walk Through Fire from the Check 'Em Out broodmare Look Her Over. Breeder and owner Dr. Ed Allred. A record of 38 starts for He Looks Hot, 14 victories, 5 seconds, and 6 thirds. Total earnings now $1,618,000 plus. He Looks Hot, our first Supreme Racehorse from 2019.
Scott, as a horseman, it's often a test to keep a horse running through a career long enough to receive these kind of accolades. What can you tell me about this horse and why he has persevered so long and what's made him excel?
Well, he's had a lot of trouble through the years. He's had 3 full colic surgeries now, and I'm sure everybody knows about it. He's a great horse. He's got a heart as big as a truck. He just won't quit. So he's just a good horse.
I'm sure a lot of it, and I'm just assuming here, actually, so you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but Dr. Allred afforded you the patience to let him come back from his surgeries and be able to perform at his best, and that's a tribute to taking care of the animal welfare of a horse.
Oh, yeah, Doc is fantastic to train for. He doesn't push. If the horse needs time off, give it time off, whatever it needs.
And that's what contributes to the longevity of a horse. Congratulations.
He looks hot. Grade 1 victories included the 2019 Champion of Champions, 2018 Robert Boniface Los Alamitos Invitational Championship, 2016 Vessels Maturity, and the 2014 Los Alamitos 2 Million. Our second Supreme racehorse to earn the title this year is Flash and Roll, foaled in 2016 by First Moon Flash from Stylish Jess BR, who is by feature Mr. Jess. Bred by Juliana Hahn Holt, owner Scott Bryant. Flash and Roll, record 14 starts with 10 victories, earnings of more than $1.7 million. Grade 1 victories include the 2019 Los Alamitos Super Derby, the 2018 Los Alamitos 2 Million Futurity, and the 2018 Golden State Million Futurity. Flash and Roll, our second Supreme racehorse for 2019.
I'll ask the same question to you. Tell us about how you manage a horse through a career where you can get these kind of recognitions.
Well, luckily for her, she was pretty easy to manage. She never really had any soundness issues. She kind of did everything right. So, you know, we've had horses we've had to manage, but she wasn't one of them. So it was kind of you know, just a Cinderella story as far as, you know, she had a great career. She gets to go home, no surgeries. You know, just everything went perfect for that one.
What an honor for this filly. Congratulations.
Flash and Roll, our second Supreme racehorse. Before we move on to the age division, we'd like to thank Butch Wise for assisting with the first part of the show this evening. We now invite AQHA President Stan Weaver to the stage to present the remaining awards for the evening. And our next divisional champion, Aged Stallion. The contenders, Admiral Sting, bred in Oklahoma by owner Jerry Standridge. Eagle Deluxe, bred in Louisiana by Grant Farms, owned by Tom and Bill Maher and moving on partnership, new owner David Dunn. Kaz Tempting, bred in Texas by Francisco Javier Garza, owner Garza Laurel Partnership. Rhyme Chimes, bred in New Mexico by Cynthia Dick, owned by Carlos Paez. San Lorenzo Corona, undefeated in 3 attempts, bred in Louisiana by Jim and Natalie Montgomery, owned by Rogelio Marquez Jr. And our 2019 champion aged stallion is Admiral Sting. All they're off in the Mighty Deck 3 Stakes. Good start. Away sharply toward the outside. First to 15 and PV Queen Bee Candy inside battling on. Admiral Sting now goes to the front. It's Admiral Sting on top. Here's PV Queen Bee Candy outside. Admiral Sting prevails in the Mighty Deck 3 by 3/4 of a length. Admiral Sting by Apolitical Jess from the Strawfly Special Mares Sting, Scorpion Sting. Breeder and owner Jerry Standridge. Trainers Eddie Willis and Casey Willis. Jockey Jimmy Brooks. 7 starts on the year, 3 victories. Earnings of more than $118,000. Stakes wins include the Grade 3 Two Rivers Stakes, the Grade 2 Mr. Jetmore Stakes, and the race we saw, the restricted Mighty Deck 3 Stakes for Oklahoma breds. Admiral Sting, our champion aged stallion.
Well, Mike is the owner's son, so I may stump him with this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Myself, as a horseman training many years, I always encouraged my owners of colts to geld them because I thought they would make better racehorses. So what potential did your family see in this horse that gave him the opportunity to stay a colt?
Well, I think probably the reasoning was that he didn't show any interest in anything other than working hard and being a good horse.
Focused on his job, and that's what afforded him this honor today. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
On now to the ballot for champion aged mare. A's and J's, bred in Oklahoma by 5 Puig Racing, owner Leonardo Alcala. Curls Happy Wagon, bred in Oklahoma by owners Michael Pohl and Martin Stacy, trained by Stacy Shred Hill. Ms. Esther, perfect in the money around the turn, bred in Oklahoma by Dwayne and Janice Feifel, owner and trainer Jordan Bowman. Praying on the Mountain, bred in Oklahoma by owner Steve Hurlbert, trained by Eddie Willis. And Thermonuclear Energy, bred in California by Parsons Family Limited Partnership, owners Parsons Family and Steve Burns. Your 2019 champion aged mare is A's and J's. They're off in the Juno's Request Stakes. Good start from the middle for II Captain from the rail. A's and J's flew out of there, and here comes A Political Scout as well. Farther out, getting into now Jess Adelita, chased by Curls Happy Wagon. A's and J's inside with the advantage, but coming on, here's Jess Adelita, nose to nose with Curls Happy Wagon. A's and J's to the inside, outside Curls Happy Wagon. A's and J's and Curls Happy Wagon on the line together between them, Jess Adelita. And it helps when they're all wearing the same pink silks if they basically stay where they're supposed to. A's and J's by Apolitical Jess from the Trace Stace Broodmare Adolph Trace Knockout. Bred by 5 Puig Racing, Leonardo Alcala. The owner, trainers, Leonardo Alcala. Also Monty Arosa. Jockeys, Augustine Silva, Jose Nicasio, and Edwin Lujan. 5 starts on the year. That big victory in the Grade 2 Juno's Request Stakes this year coming up as a Grade 1. A's and J's, your AQHA champion aged mare.
This mare has also had a long career. I can remember watching her run as a 2-year-old at Remington Park, and yet she's still tough this many years later. Tell us about what has helped her last that long in her career.
Honestly, she's just been a great horse, like, all year round. She's always sound, and we couldn't have asked for anyone better.
She likes her job. Yeah. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Champion aged mare, A's and J's. Now to the nominees for our champion aged gelding. We'll start with Beach Treat, a 6-time winner, bred in Indiana by Coronet Farm, owned and trained by Ronald Brown. BH Lisa's Boy, bred in Idaho by owner and trainer Bill Hober. He Looks Hot, a 5-time winner, bred in California by owner Edward Allred, Scott Willoughby, trainer. One of my favorite ones to say always, Hot Damn Bama Lamb, bred in Oklahoma by owner Gene Cox. Katie's Easy Moves, bred in Utah by Walter Finder, owner Caballo Rapido, and 5 livestock. LD Is Back, bred in California by Gerardo Pascal, Valeriano Racing Stables owner. Let There Be Sound, undefeated in 3 starts, bred in Iowa by Black Oak Farm, owners Louis and Corinne Howard. Mi Amor Secreto, bred in Texas by owner Kelly Perez, Marcos Carrizales, trainer. Political Attraction, bred in Oklahoma by Ron Lyles, Rogelio Marquez Jr., the owner. SF Hot Pass, bred in Texas by P&J Racing, and D. Strobel, Shannon Stormy Fisher, owner. And Zoomin' for Spuds, bred in Idaho by owner Jim Walker, trainer Monty Alrosa. The 2019 champion aged gelding is He Looks Hot.
And away they go. And Chick's favorite got off to a good start. Tarzanito, He Looks Hot, now begins to rally on down the center part of the track and also in with a good chances. Eyes the favorite and now begins to close in as well as He Looks Hot has the advantage. Right, Regal is trying to close in. Tarzanito's also right there, but it's the millionaire He Looks Hot who sticks that neck out and comes from to take the Spencer Childers.
He Looks Hot, sired by Walk Through Fire from the Check Him Out mare Look Her Over. Breeder and owner Dr. Ed Allred. Trainer Scott Willoughby, jockey Vinny Bednar. Record on the year, 10 starts, 5 victories, earnings of more than $4, Grade 1 wins in the Champion of Champions and the Spencer Childers California Breeders' Championship, a restricted Grade 1. He Looks Hot, champion aged gelding.
Once again, congratulations. I had the pleasure of being at Los Alamitos the night of the Champions and was on hand when he won that prestigious race. It was thrilling for me to watch Dr. Allred because he hadn't won the Champion of Champions since 1973, I believe, with Charger Bar. So I feel like that race cinched this title for your horse. Tell me what you think.
Well, I mean, he's a great horse. He's been running for, what, 4 or 5 years now? And he's won a Grade 1 or graded stake race every year. He's a great horse, and he's got a big heart, and there's a fantastic group of horses that I was in with, and every day he had to go up and beat the best, but he's proven himself.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Champion age gelding, he looks hot. As with our equine champions, the AQHA Champion Breeder, Owner, Trainer, and Jockey Awards are determined by written ballot of the Champion Selection Subcommittee. The ballot consists of the top-ranked individuals with the best overall record, the best overall placing according to money earned, races won, and graded stakes performance. Let's take a look now at the ballot for the 2019 AQHA Champion Breeder in alphabetical order. We begin. Mike Abraham of New Mexico. 13-time champion Dr. Edward Allred of Cypress, California. Steve Burns of Menifee, California. 2-time champion Bobby Cox of Fort Worth, Texas. Quadra La Presida of Chula Vista, California. Fulton Quinsabe Ranches of Lubbock, Texas. Grant Farms of Pineville, Louisiana. V.H. Harmon Jr. and Robert Mowdy III, partners of Dennis, Texas. Macaulay Land and Livestock of Spanish Fork, Utah. MJ Farms of Vegeta, New Mexico. Reliance Ranches of Guthrie, Oklahoma. And Martha Wells of Orange, California. AQHA Racing 2019 Champion Breeder is Dr. Steve Burns.
And they're off. Thermonuclear Energy, Tequila Sangria, Straw Finders, Jesse, Tough to Figure is right out there as well. A's and J's down towards the inside with Madam of Fire, MV, and Susie returns. Tough to Figure. Here's Tequila Sangria down the center of the racetrack. It's Tequila Sangria now towards the outside. Tequila Sangria, A's and J's. Tequila Sangria and A's and J's. Very far apart. Tight photo there for the win.
Dr. Steve Burns, the champion breeder of Menifee, California. Record on the season. Horses he bred, competed 765 times with 141 wins, 118 seconds, and 100 third-place runs, earning more than $3.2 million, boasting an 18% win rate, and Dr. Steve Burns led all breeders in 2019 by money earned. Champion breeder, Dr. Steve Burns.
What an outstanding year you've had. Congratulations. I've watched the two of you work and share your expertise in reproduction with the industry for more decades than I care to admit. What's it like to have a year like this?
Oh, it's great to finish the year ahead of MJ Farms, Bobby Cox, Ed Allred. Pretty good feeling.
Joe, you're an important part of this program, and I'm sure that you'd like the opportunity to say something as well.
Well, we just want to thank everybody that buys our horses and proves them for us. So that's our biggest thrill.
Congratulations.
Next award now is for AQHA Champion Owner. The nominees: Dr. Edward Allred of Cypress, California. Jose Barron of Longview, Texas. Bulldog Racing of Carthage, Mississippi. Kavanaugh Quarter Horses of Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. E.G. High Desert Farms of Temecula, California. Jose Flores and Francisco Diaz of Chula Vista, California. Ronald Hartley of Canyon Lake, California. J&J Stables of Waxahachie, Texas. J&SM Incorporated of Fort Stockton, Texas. Melina Fishin of Burlington, Ontario. Juan Manuel Baldovidos Mendoza of Mexico. Cruz Nava of San Antonio, Texas. Ramiro Gonzalez Ozuna of Mission, Texas. Paragon Farms of Conroe, Texas. Reliance Ranches, Guthrie, Oklahoma. Bill Robbins of San Jose, California. Rosenthal Ranch of Winchester, California. Rita Sosa and Jose Guzman, partners of Blanchard, Oklahoma. And Martha Wells of Orange, California. The 2019 AQHA Racing Champion owner is Rosenthal Ranch, LLC.
And away they go, and the Golden State Million Futurity and Southern Wagon got off to a good start, up and at him to the extreme outside. Run for Your Lives now trying to rally on Circle City down the center part of the tracks, closing in strongly as well, and up and at him to the extreme outside. Here comes Circle City. Run for Your Life down along the inside. Run for Your Life, Eduardo Nicasio, Circle City, Oscar Andrade Jr., and Run for Your Life.
Rosenthal Ranch of Winchester, California, represented tonight by Connie Rosenthal, started 45 times this past year with 17 winners, 5 seconds and 4 thirds, earnings of just more than $1,064,000, 38% win rate, and owns Grade 1 winners Powerful Favorite and Run for Your Life. Rosenthal Ranch, the 2019 AQHA champion owner.
When the committee voted on this award, I sat quiet as I'm supposed to as staff and said nothing during their deliberations. When they announced the winner, I cried like a baby. I've known Connie since the mid-'80s, mid to late 80s. She and her husband Bob are very dear to me, and this is a very special recipient for me this evening. What can you say, Connie?
Not much. This horse is just wonderful. And I have to thank Chris O'Dell because he went to look at him because he was the brother of Powerful Favorite that did so well for us. And when he saw him, he said, he called me, he says, we've got to have this horse. So I said, okay, but I set a limit. And he got him for that limit. And so we've been very excited to have both these brothers to represent us.
I know that Bob is smiling down on you today. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chip.
Each year, AQHA recognizes one of the best trainers with an award named after one of the all-time best. This year's contenders for the title of Blanche-Fonneveld Champion Trainer are Monte Rosa of Jerome, Idaho, Marcos Carrizales of Harlingen, Texas, Clint Crawford, Sallisaw, Oklahoma, James Gonzalez II of Las Vegas, New Mexico, Cynthia Guadalupe Gonzalez of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jose Luis Muela of El Paso, Texas, Christopher Odell of Garden Grove, California, Jason Olmstead of Pryor, Oklahoma, Josue Ponce of San Antonio, Kenneth Roberts of Orange, Texas, Rick Robinson of Norman, Oklahoma, Eddie Willis of Caney, Oklahoma, and Trey Wood of Slayton, Texas. This year's AQHA Racing 2019 Blanche-Fonneveld Champion Trainer is Christopher Odell.
And away they go in the El Primero Delano Derby. And the one who came away the best, Teller, he's famous, Powerful Favorite, Apolitical Pence, and Alley Babe Foos, Red Hawk Cartel. Dexter's trying to rally on as well, as Apolitical Pence has a short lead. Now Powerful Favorite is coming after Apolitical Pence. Here comes Powerful Favorite, Apolitical Pence. Powerful Favorite's up in the final stride.
Champion trainer Christopher Odell of Long Beach, California, 260 starters on the year, 70 wins, 50 seconds, 31 thirds, total earnings $2,105,000 plus, a 27% winning rate on the year, training Grade 1 winners Thermonuclear Energy, Powerful Favorite, and Run for Your Life. And representing for Chris Odell tonight is Kirk Goodfellow.
I reached out to Chris mainly because I wanted to talk to him about Connie. I knew in order for Connie to be here, there would need to be some arrangements and a family member to accommodate her. So I had to be inconspicuous, and I said, Connie would really enjoy being at the ceremony. You should make that happen. So, equally as inconspicuous, I just said, and you should come with her. And his response to me is one I can understand as a horseman. He said, we have important trials this week, and it's really important I stay in the shed row. So that being said, he asked for Kirk to represent him in the event he were to prevail, and what did he offer for you to say?
Well, I called him a couple of weeks ago and told him I thought he had a decent shot at winning and he ought to show up. And as soon as I saw that he had horses in the trial, I've known Chris for 20 years. We've been really good friends. I thought there was about as good as a chance as a snowball's in a warm place of him showing up here. But I told him I'd come up here and say some mean things about him. So Chris is a great trader. I'm sure he would like me to thank all of his owners, his entire staff at the barn, Dr. Ed Allred for providing him the opportunities at Los Alamitos, and his wife, Wendy. And that's about all I have to say.
Our congratulations to Chris at home.
Thank you very much.
The word jockey took its current meaning in the 1600s when it also referred to a horse dealer that could outwit someone in a business deal. Jockeys still have to outwit their competitors. They also need to be physically powerful yet lightweight. And they require whip-crack reflexes and the ability to remain under control in the midst of what could be chaos at times. Here are this year's contenders for AQHA Champion Jockey. Jesus Ayala of Anaheim, California. Francisco Calderon of San Antonio, Texas. Luciano Duenes of Gonzales, Texas. James Flores of Claremore, Oklahoma. John Hamilton of Dallas. Ricardo Hernandez Jr. of Vinton, Louisiana. Three-time champion Cody Jensen of Stanton, California. Eduardo Nicasio of Bakersfield, California. Past champion Ricky Ramirez of Millsap, Texas. Everardo Rodriguez of Dallas. Cody Smith of Bayan, Oklahoma. Tanner Thedford of Alamogordo, New Mexico. Jesus Valenzuela of Indio, California. And Luis Vivanco of Atascosa, Texas. The 2019 champion jockey is James Flores.
They're running in the All-American Futurity. A decent enough break and determined one in Mr. Riptide. They go immediately for the lead. In the middle of the track, Mr. Jess Jenkins. Then we have Little Miss Sachet coming on with a good run. Then followed up by My Fast Prize. Outside, Mr. Jess Jenkins trying to run down determined one and Mr. Riptide. It's going to be close. It may have been Mr. Jess Jenkins out nodding Mr. Riptide in the All-American Futurity.
Champion jockey James Flores of Claremore, Oklahoma, a record of 540 mounts, 97 wins, 65 seconds, 65 thirds, total mount earnings more than $4,068,000. Flores won 18% of his mounts, winning, of course, the All-American Futurity, the championship at Sunland Park, and also the Grade 1 Remington Park Championship, in addition to the restricted Grade 1 Sooner State Stakes. Flores also won multiple Grade 2 and Grade 3 events. James Flores, your champion jockey.
I retired from my training career in 2012, and that's about the year that James first surfaced at our racetracks down at Retama Park. And the one thing I remember, I was just there with stakes finalists, and I was hand-walking my own horses, and he was hustling, going back and forth, working, and I said, if I weren't retiring, I'd have to put that young man in my business. He had talent that I recognized at that time, and now here we are 8 years later receiving the most prestigious award there is for jockeys. What do you have to say, James?
Well, you're probably lucky that you retired, because I'd probably still be bugging you to let me gallop one of your horses. But I really don't have much to say other than thank you to everybody. You know, it's been probably my highlight year of my career, and I just want to thank everybody that was affiliated with my success in one way or another. All the owners, the trainers, the grooms, the pony personnel, the gate hands, just everybody in general, the entire industry. I want to thank y'all, and I want to thank my agent Bobby Knight. He's helped me for the last 7 years, and he's finally retired this year. And he's actually, unfortunately, he's a little sick today, and he wasn't able to make it. But I'm wishing him good luck and hope he gets over his sickness. And I want to say thank you to him and all the agents that helped me throughout the years. You know, not just this year, but just everybody as a whole. I just want to say thank you guys for everything.
Congratulations, James.
There are people lining up right now because he said his agent retired, so look out. There'll be quite negotiations going on in the reception afterwards. Our next recognition is one of 3 this evening, not determined by earnings or wins or points, determined instead by old-fashioned hard work on behalf of the American quarter horse racing industry. The Mildred N. Vessel Special Achievement Award recognizes an outstanding woman for her contributions to the American quarter horse industry. Millie Vessel is a longtime horsewoman whose father-in-law established Los Alamitos Racecourse on his Southern California ranch. She managed the track in its early days and then later concentrated on her own Vessel Stallion farm in Bonsall, California. This year, the AQHA Racing Committee has selected California resident Melody Neutral as the Vessels Award winner. Melody's a longtime employee of Los Alamitos Racecourse and is also a racing owner. She was one of the owners of the girls' partnership that owned champion Old Habits. She's also served on the AQHA Racing Committee for decades, including a focus serving on the Graded Stakes Committee, on which she was the chair for 3 years. Melody also was elected and served on the AQHA Racing Council. Please help congratulate our 2019 Mildred N. Vessel Special Achievement Award winner, Melody Neutral.
A 30-plus year employee at Los Alamitos, but so many more things than that. She has given back to AQHA through countless years of service to our committees, to our subcommittees, and brought a great level of expertise to everything that she participated in. She was a council member and not afraid to stand up for what she thought was right for integrity in racing. In addition to that, back in the mid-'80s, we had a group at Los Alamitos called Women Behind Racing. And Mel and I were both founding members of that particular group. It was a grassroots effort to help promote a sport that we love. So she has been a lifetimer in this business and so deserving of this honor.
I just want to thank everybody, especially Dr. Allred, for keeping me at the track. I had another career path in mind, and he made a deal I couldn't refuse. Also, we're all here tonight for the love of the horse, and in that spirit, I would encourage everyone out there to please take it upon yourself to join a committee or at least get involved, because everybody's voice needs to be heard. And I'm just thrilled. What an honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mel.
Each year, the AQHA presents the Gordon Crone Special Achievement Award to a man who worked tirelessly to advance the sport. Gordon Crone himself, a longtime racing horseman from Kansas, he worked to promote the industry in his home state and across the country. This award was first presented in his name in 1994. The association accepts nominations for this award near the end of each calendar year, and then a vote of the AQHA Racing Committee determines the winner. The recipient of the 2019 Gordon Crone Special Achievement Award is Dr. Leonard Block. Dr. Block is a Colorado native who settled in New Mexico, a pioneer in reproductive veterinary care, having been on the leading edge of research into products and procedures that are now commonplace in that industry, including treatments like embryo transfer. Dr. Block served on the New Mexico Racing Commission for several years. He's also managed great stallions like Go Man Go, Easy Jet, St. Bar, and Dean Miracle, among many, many others. And as an owner, he raced in partnership champion Time for a Cigar and won the 2009 Kentucky Derby with Mind That Bird. Unfortunately, Dr. Block, unable to join us tonight, accepting the Gordon Crone Special Achievement Award on his behalf, Lowell Newmeyer.
The one thing I'd like to say before giving Lowell an opportunity to say a few words is when I was 10 years old, my family took a vacation and we were en route to Ruidoso, New Mexico, and on the way we had to stop in Roswell, and I got to lay eyes on Go Man Go. And that would have never happened had it not been for Dr. Block. And so it's been a true honor of mine in this capacity when he was on the Racing Commission in New Mexico to get to work with him, somebody who I looked up to as a child. And when I called him to share the news, he was personal friends with Gordon Crone. And if it weren't for an appointment that he couldn't get out of, he would have been here. It meant a lot to him.
I'll tell you, Leonard, he's so disappointed that he couldn't be here tonight. He's in Houston at MD Anderson, still fighting that dreaded disease. But, he has great spirit. Always thinks positive, cheerful in all ways. He's just, he's fighting a battle just as hard as he can. But I've known Leonard for 53 years, and he is one of the people of an award, like the Gordon Crone Award. There's nobody more deserving than him. And he has had such a major impact in the quarter horse business. And unless you're an old timer like me, you don't really know what all Leonard's done. But he stood on the best horses in the industry. And by the way, he also won the Kentucky Derby, which is the biggest thing ever happened in New Mexico. So I'm so proud to accept this award on his behalf.
Thank you, Lowell. And for the record, Lowell's known Dr. Block longer than I have.
Before we announce this year's divisional champions and our AQHA World Champion racehorse, we want to present our final individual honor of the evening, the John Andrini Special Recognition Award, which honors a lifetime of service and dedication to the development, promotion, and enhancement of American quarter horse racing. At this time, we invite AQHA Racing Council Chairman Russell Harris to join us with Stan on stage to present this award. Nominations are submitted by members of the AQHA Racing Council, with the winner determined by a vote of the council. This year, we honor the golden voice of quarter horse racing, Ed Burghardt. Ed, not only the voice that brought life to countless historic American quarter horse performances at Los Alamitos Racecourse, he also is a very respected handicapper. For many years, he was a columnist for the Quarter Racing Journal, and he made morning line odds and handicapping comments for Los Alamitos races. He also conducted numerous seminars and acted as a host and MC at countless industry events. Please join all of us in congratulating this legend, our 2019 AQHA Special Recognition Award recipient, Ed Burghardt.
I asked Ed what his favorite races were when we gave him the news of this award, and he offered these 3 races, and we have videos of them.
And away they go. Vespero on the inside is going to the front. Denim and Diamonds is second. Here comes Native Gambler between horses Queen for Cash and Miss Triple Dial. And now Sergeant Pepper Feature begins to move up. That's Denim and Diamonds, the big black mare in front, Queen for Cash. And here comes Sergeant Pepper Feature. Denim and Diamonds and Sergeant Pepper Feature. It's the mare.
Away they go, and the champion of champions, and A. Ransom came out running powerfully. Taylor Fitt is also right there. Stoley and Flair for Toby. Medlin and Money and Hawkinson is A. Ransom down along the inside, and Taylor Fitt. And the past 2 winners of the champion of champions in a great race. Stoley is also coming on. Taylor Fitt is running huge on the outside. A. Ransom down along the inside. But how good is Taylor Fitt? Taylor Fitt wins the champion of champions. Hawkinson gets up for second. A. Ransom, Stoley, Medlin and Money, but Taylor Fitt, 1999 quarter horse world champion, 2001 quarter horse world champ. And away they go in the Los Alamitos 2 Million Futurity, and Cartel Just Rockin' came out running strongly, and Cattail Cove is also right there. Now Nomadic's trying to rally on from down along the inside. It's Floki, but Cattail Cove's going to try to pull off an upset Nomadic. Here's Cartel Just Rockin' running huge. Cartel Just Rockin', Ron Hartley, won Pablo Leon. Take the Los Alamitos 2 Million Futurity. The final call there with Cattail Cove in a photo with Floki and Nomadic, and also Kiss Through Fire, but a big win for Cartel Just Rockin'. John Cooper, congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all these years.
What a career, Ed. What do you have to share with us?
Usually I'm not speechless right now, but I'll tell you what, it was quite an honor and to get an award, the John Andrini Special Recognition Award. John did so much for the industry involved with the AQHA. He was a past recipient, I think, of the Gordon Crone Award. He was also very valuable at Los Alamitos for all the years. Just to be honored with his awards, quite humbling to me, and I want to thank a couple of people right now. My wife, Marcia Burgart, she bailed me out of the Hillsdale Inn back in 1991. Without her, I probably wouldn't be here today. 28 years of marriage right now, and we're going to have a great retirement. And of course, Dr. Allred, who employed me back in 1977 when I was working in the press box. Bruce Rimbaud hired me. He allowed me a lot of freedom to do what I wanted. He appreciated my work. So I want to thank both of them, and of course, everybody here in the attendance here today. I've enjoyed working with people. Walked in here today, and the first person I talked to was a groom for Denim and Diamonds, if you can believe that. So it really shocked me just to go back and see people that I haven't seen in so long, and I've really enjoyed all these years, and want to thank everybody here at the AQHA.
We are truly going to miss the golden voice of Los Alamitos. Thank you for what you've done.
Congratulations to Ed Burgard. Thank you also, Russell Harris, for joining us on stage for that presentation. 3 horses each year are eligible to be voted World Champion Racing American Quarter Horse: the Champion 2-year-old, the Champion 3-year-old, and the Champion Aged Horse. Before we crown the World Champions, we first need to meet our division winners. And I would like to remind those winners who we have yet to announce, if it's you, please come up to the stage. Then do not exit. Stay up here with us, please. This evening, we awarded championships to 3 deserving freshmen who combined to earn more than $2 million on the track last year. They include Champion Colt Uncle D, Champion Filly Cartel Just Rockin', and Champion Gelding Trump My Record. The 2019 Champion 2-year-old is Uncle D. Uncle D, sired by Corona Cartel, by Little Surfer from First Down Dash, bred by Macaulay Landon Livestock, owned by Kavanaugh Quarter Horses, Clint Crawford trainer, jockeys on the year Cody Smith and Ricky Ramirez, 6 starts, 4 victories, 2 seconds, earnings nearly $700,000. Stakes wins the Grade 1 Rainbow Futurity and the All-American Juvenile. Uncle D, your Champion 2-year-old.
Well, it just keeps getting better and better. What do you have to say about this honor?
I'm actually speechless because it's nothing I expected. And for this horse, I'm just proud for him. We get the award, but he deserves it because he's the one that does the work. He's the one that puts the time out on the track, and he's the one that actually performs. And really, he should be up here getting the award.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It would be great if we could have the horse up here as well. We need a bigger stage, I think. Next, our 3-year-old champion. Earlier, we presented our 3-year-old champion colt title to Flying Cowboy 123. The champion 3-year-old filly title went to Flash and Roll. And the gelding title to Apocalyptical Jess. Please congratulate your 2019 3-year-old champion, Apocalyptical Jess. Apocalyptical Jess, sired by A Political Jess, the dam Cassandra Crest by Holland Ease, breeder Danny Joe Miller, owned by Bill Robbins. Trainers were Trey Wood and Mike Robbins. The jockeys were Tanner Thetford and Ricky Ramirez. 5 wins from 7 attempts last year. The races he did not win, he was in the money, 2nd and 3rd, $648,000 plus on the year in earnings. Stakes wins in the Grade 1 Ruidoso Derby and the Remington Park Derby for Oklahoma breds. That race restricted grade 3, the last divisional award of, excuse me, I'm jumping ahead. Let's celebrate Apocalyptical Jazz first.
One of the things I noticed as you managed this horse through his career is the minute you saw a little issue that might be bothersome to him, you quit and you took care of the horse. What's next on his agenda?
Well, he's, he did surgery down in Elgin and has come back super from it, and he's Oklahoma bred, so we're going to bring him right back here to Remington Park and run him next year. And it's just, it's amazing to be here and being on the stage with the Kavanaughs, because we have something in common. Mr. Kavanaugh told his story about how a couple years ago he got in the business, came here, never heard of Heritage Place. First time I came here, never heard of Heritage Place. His was 2 years ago, mine was 32 years ago. He's spent the last 2 years thanking his friend for being here, and I've spent the last 32 years cursing my father-in-law for bringing me here and getting me in this business. But since he bred the horse, I'll forgive him right now and maybe buy him dinner. So it's just been amazing, and I want to thank everyone who's been connected with it. Just couldn't ask for something like this. It's a dream come true.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Champion 3-year-old Apocalyptical Jess. Now, the last divisional award of the evening is Aged Champion. All three champions showed incredible talent in very deep races throughout the year. They include our champion stallion, Admiral Sting, champion mare A's and J's, and champion gelding He Looks Hot. The 2019 Aged Champion is He Looks Hot. He Looks Hot, sired by Walk Through Fire. From Look Her Over by Check Him Out. Breeder and owner Dr. Ed Allred. Trainer Scott Willoughby. Jockey Vinny Bednar. 5 wins from 10 starts on the year, earnings more than 420 Grand Stakes victories in the Grade 1 Champion of Champions and the Spencer Childers California Breeders' Championship, also the Moonist Handicap. He Looks Hot, your champion aged horse.
Scott, we've already visited a little about stopping and taking care of the horse, taking his time, coming back from colic surgery, and that contributing to the longevity of his career. So let's shift our focus a little and let's talk about what this means for Dr. Allred. It's a homebred that he's been so patient on. What would you say about that?
I can't speak for Doc, but I know he's very happy that the horse is a champion right now, and he really enjoys his horse. He likes his horse a lot. And he's got a special spot for us.
And now it'll even be a bigger special spot, right? Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so on stage we have our champion 2-year-old, our champion 3-year-old, and our champion aged horse. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, but now the moment that these three groups behind me are really waiting for. So we should probably make them wait a little longer. We won't do that. AQHA is proud to present the 2019 World Champion Racing American Quarter Horse. He Looks Hot.
And away they go on Champion of Champions, 48, and a good start here from the middle part of the track for Hot Stepper, and He Looks Hot. Flash and Roll now begins to roll on as well. Mia Moore Secreto to the extreme outside comes A's and J's as Hot Stepper sticks that nose out, but take a look at He Looks Hot rolling down the far outside, and Billy Inch leads his way, but here comes He Looks Hot. Billy Bednar, Ed Allred take the Champion of Champions.
He Looks Hot once again. Bred and owned by Dr. Ed Allred, trainer Scott Willoughby. Vinny Bednar was the jockey. Grade 1 victory in the Champion of Champions. Congratulations to the newest world champion, our champion aged horse as well. He Looks Hot.
I shouldn't admit when I'm close to making a mistake, but a moment ago I almost made a mistake and popped this question. Doc has never raised a world champion. As many years as he's been in the business, as many horses as he's had, this is a first. And I just think that's so very special. What do you have to say?
Well, it is. It's amazing that he's never had a world champion, as many that he's raised, right? And he breeds as many horses as anybody in the country. But this horse is a fantastic horse, and I've really got to give it to my grooms, my help, because they made this all happen. Juan Chavez, my assistant, stayed with this horse every time he had colic surgery. He's had 3 now. He's come back from that. He's not even supposed to be alive.
What a blessing that he is. Congratulations, not just to you, but to Dr. Allred and the whole team back at Los Alamitos.
Thank you.
2019 AQHA World Champion, he looks hot. Now we have one more thing I need to pass along here, and there's a special award for all of you who can sit through the next 60 seconds or so you don't need to leave yet. Congratulations to all new champions for the racing year 2019. Just a reminder, the AQHA member experience team will be here at the 42nd Annual Heritage Place Winter Mixed Sale, which begins tomorrow, January 16th, and continues through Saturday, January 18th. Be sure to stop by the AQHA booth for all your membership needs. We will also have a Robin Glenn Pedigrees representative on site on Saturday to assist you and answer any questions that you may have. If you were an award winner tonight, please join us at the stage after I stop talking to pick up your trophy and confirm your address for the shipment of your award. Designed by Awards Recognition Concepts. Remember, custom award buckles will be mailed. You will not get those tonight. They'll be mailed to you after they're customized. Thanks again to all the staff here at Heritage Place. Special thanks personally to Spence Kidney for allowing me use of his office, which turns into a dressing room, even though he doesn't know that, so I need to thank him. Thanks also to everybody here with the workplace working on the night before what goes into what is the biggest mixed sale of the year. Thank you all to the members of the AQHA Racing Champions Selection Subcommittee and AQHA Executive Committee for their assistance, and all AQHA staff members who made this awards presentation possible. Thank you to the production crew, RaceView Network for their assistance in gaining all of the videos you saw tonight, and thanks of course to AQHA's Chief Racing Officer, Janet Van Bever, who always does a wonderful job with the questions and sometimes an emotional moment. Finally, thanks to all of you who served this past year in driving towards becoming champions, the driving force behind American Quarter Horse Racing's industry. Now we invite you for your award. The bar will be open. See, everybody wins.
One more thing, Dale.
Oh, hang on. The bar's not open yet.
Regarding picking up your trophies, it's actually behind. If you'll exit and come down this first hallway, we'll have staff there and we can just hand you your trophies. And also those of you that may want duplicates, we'll have the forms for that.
And again, remember those custom buckles will be mailed to you. Make sure you turn in the proper address. Now we invite you to enjoy the Racing Champions reception, sponsored by the American Quarter Horse Association and Heritage Place. On behalf of Janet Van Bever, the American Quarter Horse Association, I'm Dale Day. Good luck and good winning in 2020. And always, please drive safely and please have good health. Good night.